And we are live. Happy Friday, everybody. And as promised, cheers, Magus. Cocoa. So I'm going to take a sip, and I'm going to toast Magus, our cup of cocoa. Sip. Mmm. Ah, I hope everybody had a great week. And for all of those who are going to be having to deal with that storm, which seems to be like half the country. Good freaking Lord. Um, Many blessings and protection and good energy out to you. Make sure staying home, being safe, and hopefully this won't be as uh, devastating in some areas as they are predicting. I have so many wonderful friends across the states, and even Jackie's Crystal Moon mentioned today during her live that they're expecting something called the Beast from the East, a storm. So after it passes through here, it's heading towards Ireland and the UK. So, whoo wee, everyone, excuse me. See, every time I do a show, little burps come up. So everybody, please hang in there, snuggle tight. And I really can't get my mind around how our ancestors, had to survive, especially when there really wasn't weather channels for our earlier ancestors and just never knowing when bad weather was coming. So first here, hanging out, waiting was Moira. And then, of course, Magus. And I love it. This is definitely a hot cocoa day. And in the words of the great Magus, every day is a good day for cocoa, right? So, Miss Nancy is here. Hello, Miss Nancy. Um, and Jax, smack that sassy boo. Let's see. And all my little thingies. Thank you, my dear. Yes, I do private readings outside of what I do live. And it's warm enough where I got my window cracked open. And I think somebody's kitty cat got stuck out of their house because I keep hearing this meow, meow outside my window. And it's another black cat. And this cat is making some of the same noises as my Ziva used to make. And it's kind of weird. So, yes, for a lot of y'all, thank goodness it's Friday. And yes, the folks that have been visiting us across the street in the park for the last week actually took a break today. So it was nice and quiet here. Yep, so good. And Glorious is here. Hello. Glad to be alive. Better than the alternative. We were talking about this last night. There's a show we're going to be doing the last season of, and so it's an old show. It's called Code Black, and it had to do with the ER, and Marsha Gray Harden was in it, Rob Lowe, a lot of wonderful actors and actresses. And, it's a show about, how precious life is and how one minute, we're here and the next minute we can be gone. And I even told Shan that as much as part of the spiritual community I am and things I've been studying and things that I feel like I can believe in, the idea of death is still kind of scary to me. So yeah, our mortality. And yes, so I try not to go down those but it's good to think about it, from time to time. And Amanda, Mama Sushi is here. Babies are asleep. Shh. Sweet little Rowan and Aurora and Patricia. It's so good to see you again in chat. It's -2 here. Yeah, we have about 50 degrees. The weather is going to be nice here for a while. So yeah, Shan and I kind of lucked out by, getting out of Dodge before it was too late, before the bad weather hit. And yeah, ancestors didn't even have electricity. they were blind. I mean, at least were prepared, And Irene is here. Hello, Irene. Gypsy JJ. We were singing stick songs, Gypsy. In chat. Was it last night? Yeah, I did some readings last night. My days get blended sometimes, y'all. So, but yeah, me, Jax, we were all kind of sitting, come sail away. Let's see, did I miss anybody? I have 16. It says, hello, welcome. This is exciting. And I will be doing readings. I did bring a couple of decks and I pair them with 2 crystal. I haven't done any crystal readings in a very long while. So I'm excited to pull out my crystal decks. They wanted to come out. Yes, I wish I'd gone to. Oh, sometimes from what I understand, we get bad weather here too. But our little area, they said for some reason, and I don't know, Magus, if your weather patterns are still relatively the same as they have been. But I know they said for Southern Oregon, it's been off with such extreme hot weather, especially this last summer, and then us having absolutely hardly any snow on the mountains or, on the ground. So yeah, and let's see. I feel like death will be my greatest adventure. I hope it is, Nancy. I believe that it will be for you. Sometimes, I think we create our afterlife because there's so many of us who have different spiritual paths that and we know that not everyone is is going to be the same. It's not one size fits all, basically. And so when we cross over, is our afterlife what we perceive it to be? So yeah, it's an adventure, but one that's kind of scary because it's not like, for some people they can get like a little view of what it's like on the other side and then kind of come back and say, okay, been there, I'm good, first, So yeah, that was just something that him and I were talking about last night, when we watched some of these shows and the marvels of medicine and how certain diseases, still aren't finding a cure for. And I'll just do that. People know what I mean. So, and yet it's just amazing. You just really, our bodies are just amazing. I had on the AC today. It was 78 degrees. Well, at least it was warmer. I know the cold's been bothering you and your arthritis in your body. So I'm glad that you had warmer weather today. And Cookie was happy. She's laying in the grass, sunning herself. Aww. Let's see. It's minus 20. So yeah, warm up, everybody. Warm up. And what did Irene say here? I feel the same. Just hope the preliminaries aren't painful. Yeah, that's the one thing that Shannon and I agree on. He's not so as much afraid of death as, is it going to be a painful one? So I asked my guides, please, make my exit a peaceful one, so let's see if we have any other. So yeah, that's interesting how that conversation, but there is also something I used to attend in Niagara Falls. It ended up being discontinued, but there are certain chapters and they're free to go to. Just you can Google it and see if there's anyone in your area. It's called the Death Cafe. And it's like every 3 months, groups will get together. And that was what they will talk about. They will talk about their loved ones, any experiences they might have had since their loved ones passed. They share their stories, their fears, their anticipation. It's a place to come together and be able to talk about our mortality because a lot of people don't like, the idea or talking about death and everything's all like hush, hush, don't want to talk about it. And these cafes are wonderful, to get people to be able, to share their feelings and their experiences. And it's like a wonderful support group. And I think there's going to be one here next month in Ashland. So I'm looking forward to getting back to those. And Thankful is here, or Sahita. I wrote your name down. See, it's right here next to my my laptop so that I would not forget it, my dear. So everybody, this is Sahita. Good to see you, my dear. And so you're, oh my goodness, Sahita, where are you? Oh, well, it actually doesn't really matter because it's like the whole freaking country, except for our little neck of the woods, seems to be, doing all right. We're stuck in the heat. A lot of the East Coast and bring it up. That's why I keep telling people, come on over to Oregon. Um, Michigan, that's right. Because we were talking about how my sister and her first husband used to live up at Taos Bay, and then in the place that had that awful problem with their water, and I think they still are. Can't think of the name of the town, but yeah. So I got to visit there a few times. 17 watching. It's awesome. Yes, everybody, please hit that like button. So I hope everyone had a great week. I know a lot of still heaviness going on in our world over here. And not to go into, because you know me, I don't like talking politics and stuff, but I saw some stuff last night that caught me, caught me off guard. That's what I was looking for. And I could not believe how fast I down spiraled just from seeing a couple things. And that's why it's like my heart goes out to all of us. Try to refrain from, being too much in the news, because let me tell you, it just sucks you dry. It's like vampiric energy. It just drains the love, the light, the hope, you know, out of us. So that's why we have to kind of focus on the good stuff. One of my cards that I pulled for myself today, something I think we can all connect with, is the star card. And not losing faith, not losing hope, and just keep following our northern star, and to hang in there. If it bleeds, it leads. Exactly. Flint. Thank you. Flint, and there was another town next to it, I think. It's so funny. My sister lived on a street called Garfield, and I live on a street. We live on a street now called Garfield. Hey, girl, hey. I sent you a message just checking to see how you guys were doing over there. Allison's is also Sahita. Allison is also in Michigan. She's Ann Arbor. So yeah, I've been Shan's been watching, and we've been keeping an eye on the weather, and just hope that everybody, and if people can put a lot of supportive energy, protective energy, good juju for our newest community member. She just really started her channel. She's been around for a while, but Lexi Frachet, she was actually in New York City, got to hang out with Tom. Early ritual. I'm jelly over that. Jealous. And she was supposed to come back home this weekend. So hopefully she was able to get a flight and she gets home safely, so we can all put travel, protection around her and all of our loved ones that we know are trying to, they have to commute and to have to fly. So yeah, grandparents are set up with supplies, no going out. Yep. Because they've been showing some pictures. Yep. This lady right here. So, and I want to thank you for doing that, because there is something I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I think that might be one of the channels Shan watches, because we get, Fox weather. I hate really anything with Fox, with news or weather. But that's the free one that we get. But he goes on YouTube and he looks them up, and I think that is one of them. So I'm just going to take a quick sip of my cocoa. My little sweet treat for the day. That's why you moved from New York. Well, that's not one of the reason, because, I didn't mind the snow, it would be hard sometimes. But for me, there wasn't really anything there for me anymore for my art, or for when it comes to friends and family. I have still a couple good friends, but No, we moved here to get away from the toxicity of the area we were living in. The air is so much cleaner here. And today, I digress again off, but I will come back to this other topic. I'm going to put this up here so I don't forget. I went out for a walk. I've been trying to do walks in the morning before the camps, the homeless camps get set up at the park. And so I was able to get out this morning, and it was nice. They took a break from our park today, which was greatly appreciated. And I went out for a walk and had some peanuts. I've been trying to friend crows and ravens that are around here, and they've been taking some peanuts, not from my hand, but they'll wait till I walk away and then they'll fly down. And I actually had tossed a couple this morning, and one started flying around my head. I'm like, don't fly around my head. Go over there and get your peanuts. And then just when I was done with my walk, I came across a herd of deer. There had been like 7 of them, and one of them was like a young one. I just I couldn't do that. That would be non-existent. They're allowed to safely habitate. You know what I mean. Cohabit. Here in Ashland, and they're not bothered. They're not hurt. And so allow the wild animals. I mean, where can you go? Else can you go? For that. So close to nature. Where I'm at is very blue. A lot of peaceful protest against the whole ICE situation and things that are going on. So I found a good spot. I really did. We lucked out. Spirit guided us to the right place. So I want to go back up really quick. I have a little spiel. And Jax, if you're able to, because I know you're the mod extraordinaire, and I have other mods in here too. But there are 2 other channels, Lennon Smith, Lennan, and Smith. She is going to be joining me this Sunday for poetry. She's a published author through Amazon, self-published. She has a YouTube channel where she does a lot of commentary, and she does readings. I just watched her video on, the label of what is a witch. So I've got a lot of stuff I'm trying to catch up with Lennon. Lennon Smith, Lexi, I hope I'm saying her last name right, Frashe or Frashi, I have to ask her. And another one, Mary Grace Forum or Farun. I love these channels. These are ladies who don't, necessarily conform to the current template, which of course I subscribe to as well. But what I love is that they provide commentary. They are able to freely share. I mean, their confidence in themselves and what they want to share on their channels, things that they see. Sometimes it may come across snarky, it may come across, but we all have our own opinions, we have our own insights. And I love these 3 channels because these ladies, they're like, we're not the end all be all, but this is who I am. To me, it's true authenticity, true commentary. And I absolutely love watching their videos. So I highly recommend checking out some of their videos and subscribing because, and there's Lennon. Thank you so much, my dear. And if you're not quite sure who Mary Grace is, if you follow Miss Tarot D, and I know most of all of us here know Miss Tarot D, and who knows, maybe I'll conjure her now. Mary Grace has done a couple lives with Miss Tarot D, and she is the author of a couple books on folk magic, one of them being Italian. And so I just love each one lets their personality shine through. And I watched a couple of videos. There we go. And do I necessarily agree with that? No, but it's fresh. It's welcoming. It's not like I have to be afraid of, saying, they always, preface, this is me, this is my experience. And if it's different for you, wonderful. But you know, they're not afraid to be who they are. And I absolutely love that. So I would love for people to, I encourage people to go over and watch some of their videos. But yeah, and Lexi can be a bit snark, but it's all for fun. If we can't laugh at ourselves from time to time, then man, come on, time to get out of the ego. So hello, Cat Goddess. Cat Goddess just joined us, and so yeah, I'm hoping to get a hold of. Well, she goes also by Gracie, or by Grace, excuse me. So I'm hoping to get Grace on my channel as well, and I have to reach out to Lexi, see if she'd be interested, because there are two Lexis in our community right now. Lexi Milner, and then we have Lexi Frachet. So. Okay, so Moira, Ryan Hall does U.S. weather only. Oh, okay, yeah. So, but yeah, that's my little spiel. I would love to start doing some more pre-recorded videos, and I may very have well too, because I found out that the next session for my peer support training is going to be taking place in April, and it's interesting how things come around. I know some people broke down the 10 to make it a 1 year, but for me, it's very much 10 because, it'll be a year. And we left the last week of April and got here at the very end of April. And so it's like this course starting the very month that we left and started this journey. It's a full circle. It's a full spin, to me of the Wheel of Fortune. So I absolutely, I'm very excited. So I may have to do some pre-recorded depending on the course load. But yeah, I'm excited about that. All righty, so let's see. We're getting lots of laughs. What's going on here? I was wondering about the y'all part. Okay, let's see. And I didn't start saying y'all until I moved to Arizona, and after that, even back in New Hampshire, New York, here, I'm all about the y'all. That's one thing I could not get rid of from Arizona. So, but yeah, I hope everybody who has come in has had a good week. Allison, do you have to drive, or are they planning on shutting the school down? Allison's a bus driver for school kids, and I don't know if your school district is going to be shutting them down ahead of time. But if you have to go out there and drive early, you're an excellent driver. Be safe. So I am going to go ahead because I didn't have anything specific. Like I said, I do have my tarot and I do have my crystals, my crystal cards. So let me find what I have here. I keep hearing that poor kitty outside, and I think that kitty must have gone out of their home and now they're trying to get back inside. Poor baby. So let me see, because here we go. This is what I wanted to. So, y'all know today was the first day that was canceled for cold weather. Okay. Nikki told me that they were going to have in Buffalo a minus, 1 degree or something by today, but they still made the kids go to school yesterday, even with that cold weather as well. It's just, that's growing up in Buffalo, everybody. If the buses are running, the public buses, then school's open. Could you bring in Kitty for the night? No. Mm-mm. It's not that cold here, and it's got a little bell, so I'm sure, I think it's Bugsy, the lady next to us, but they'll hear Kitty and they'll get them in. But if not, I might, I don't know, I might go knocking on a few doors, but it's not that cold here at all. We dropped to maybe 40 at night, so there's plenty of places for Kitty to to be warm. And I would if I could, but with Mozzie, no, that would not be good. So let me get my cards because I see Cat Goddess asking. So you know the deal, no politics, no health, no third party. And if you're not quite sure, legal too, we can always take a look at the question that is posed. Okay, let me grab my little scrap sheet here to write down requests. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm going to have to do this reaching across. Alrighty. And look who's here. Carolina. How are you doing, my dear? So I hope everybody is doing okay. Let me flip this page over. Yeah, we had to deal with an ice storm in New Hampshire years ago, and we had no power for a whole week, and it was hell. It was cold. At night, it would drop down to like 15 degrees or lower, and then during the day, it would be 30. And that mini little power generator that Erica had lent us only powered lights. It wouldn't even power a space heater. So, yeah, it sucked. Good, just driving home. Alrighty, my girl, get home safely. So we have Cat Goddess. And I know there's a specific question. So what unexpected blessings or miracles could I potentially expect soon? I love that. We could all use a miracle. Miracles, like on Cold Black, they always talk about, make a miracle happen. Believe in a miracle. And I love a couple of those episodes. That show can be a real tearjerker, let me tell you. So miracles, well then let's use the When Women Had Wings tarot. And then I will use what is the name of this one deck again? My crystals? The Astral Realms Crystal Oracle. So for you, Cat Goddess, I have When Women Had Wings and the crystal. And I figured some crystals in our possession or near us would also be beneficial at this time. All righty. So let's see. Whoop, whoop. Will my son get the Well, I don't do predictive, but we'll take a look at the energy around that. Okay, my dear? And I don't have permission to tap into Justin's energy. That's what third party is, Sahita. So we'll just look at the energy of the job and we'll take a look. But I don't predict and I don't tap into another person's energy without their permission. So let's see. Let me just back this up here. What unexpected blessings or miracles? Woo! All righty. Cat Goddess wants to know about miracles. All I need is a miracle. All I need is you. I'm trying to remember who did that song. All righty. Oh, I feel sorry for that poor kitty. All right. Okay, so Cat Goddess. We have the Queen of Cups. And so that Queen of Cups, beautiful energy. And okay, I like this. So Queen of Cups, this is going to be your energy or the energy of that's currently what you are experiencing. To me, this is the tangible energy that is around you. So Queen of Cups, nurturing, loving energy, very in touch with intuition, nurtures others, nurtures compassion, self-love. Also, cups are connected to creativity as well. So it's a beautiful energy of encouraging our creativity, nurturing our creativity, compassion towards ourselves, our others, being very empathic to others' needs, being very much in touch with that, and being very being in touch with our emotions and being grounded within our emotions. So the middle card, which feels more like a significator, is the death card. And we were talking about death earlier. But with this death card, this you were asking about something with blessings or miracles. The death card is a rebirth card. So there's going to be, if not right now, energy moving forward. There is something that you're going to be experiencing that's going to be like a new rebirth for you. Um, Something old has to die for something new to take its place. And so, with that beautiful, supportive, emotional support and nurturing, and even emotional contentment. We are going through a beautiful transformation, looking ahead to a new way of feeling, seeing, thinking. And your underlying energy is the Eight of Wands. So this is going to be energy that's going to be moving in very quickly, very swift. Um, so yeah, I like that. So the underlying energy is something that we may not necessarily be aware of, or we or just lightly. It's kind of like, to me, it's like that energy that's kind of like in the liminal that people talk about. We feel it's there, but we're not quite able to put our fingers on it. So it just feels like there's a lot of wonderful emotional support and nurturing and guidance coming through, support a beautiful new rebirth for you. And your crystal card is the moss agate, which is the heart chakra. So there we go. The heart, the emotions. I love that. And this one is all about intention. So setting our intentions. With the Eight of Wands, we got this rebirth going. So putting your intentions out there, what it is that you want to, it looks like possibly emotionally bring into your life. This beautiful new transformation. And the Wands too, that's about fire and passion and willpower and inspiration. So just a lot of wonderful energies. The cups and the wands, the water and the fire, that steam that propels, that moves forward. And let's take a little look at the number 4 card. Intention. So it's intuition, abundance, and balance. So setting intentions is one of the most powerful ways to move forward from what may be holding you back. So again, that connects to the rebirth, the death card, moving forward, leaving the old behind, and transforming, that old stuck energy or way of being into something brand new and shiny. Um, and it's also remind us to open our heart, which is essential for allowing abundance from the universe also to be experienced. And abundance not necessarily having to do with money. This could be, the abundance of having, good loved ones, good friends, a safe and secure home, emotional well-being, good health. Moss agate too, because of it being green, can also be considered a grounding and health stone as well, along with abundance. So, but there is a little affirmation that goes with this, and it says, "My heart is open to receive abundance and gifts from the universe, and I allow my intentions to come to fruition." So, more to be. I love that. So that's what I have for you, Cat Goddess. And now I got to scroll down. Oh, this poor kitty. Meow, meow, meow. All righty. So let me just. Okay. Michelle is here. Hello, Michelle. Michelle Marie. Please be sure to subscribe to Michelle's channel as well. Or no, it wasn't All I need is, no, neither band. All I need is a miracle. No, wasn't that Mike and the Mechanics? All I need is a miracle. I think it might have been Mike and the Mechanics. I don't think it was the Moody Blues. And everyone's saying hello. Okay. Got lots to catch up on. Everyone's saying hello. Gypsy, my brother and I would call each other on the phone and sing a few lyrics. Had to call back with the answer. Oh my God, I love that. And beautiful. Thank you, Megas. So Cat Goddess says thank you. fun. And Gerald is here. I just answered your message. Thank you, Gerald. I will, I'll get back to you after the show. All righty. So I'm going to back this up a little bit and take a look at Sahita's question. So let me just make sure I have, will my son get the transportation job he applied for? So let's just kind of take a look at the energy. I am actually going to go grab, something told me to bring my, talk about Chunky. This is beyond Chunky. I end up combining two of Colette Bear and Reed decks together. Artist is Jenna Delagratalia. And of course, that's the When Women Had Wings that I was using, that I'm using tonight as one of the decks. And I got inspired by Hershey. So instead of trying to figure out which deck to grab, because of the similar artwork, I just went ahead and combined them all. Okay. Well, first of all, Sahita, I like this card, Stars in the Sky, and it says Limitless Possibility. So just look at the energy saying it's a possibility. But for me, I'm also feeling that what says Stars in the Sky, because there are so many stars that there may even be possibility, limitless possibility for something even maybe even better. So let's just set that card aside and let's go ahead and I'm going to actually grab from my Mannerist deck. I absolutely love this deck. Okay, so just looking at the energy around a transportation job. Interesting. Okay. Let's grab a crystal. Don't need to ignore my crystal decks. All righty. Children. Oh, this is really, really interesting. So thankful, Sahita. Now the first card up is the Seven of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups is about choices. Look at all the different cups. So there are a lot of different choices here at play. Like with the stars in the sky, limitless possibilities. This one here is also about limitless possibilities, but having to kind of focus and maybe direct energy on one or two. So when it comes to the energy around the job, there very well may be another offer that comes through, or maybe another different employer. It just feels like there are going to be several different decisions. So this is going to be a point where we need to look at the energy of being kind of not all over the place, because sometimes this can be like daydreaming, and which isn't necessarily the bad thing, because daydreaming can lead to our imagination, which can lead to manifestation. However, we have to make sure that the other aspect of this card doesn't have anything to do with delusions. And so knowing that there's a possibility that it may not go through, but at the same time, there is still other possible possibilities. There are other potential possibilities for employment. Now, the middle card for the energy I did get is the Wheel of Fortune. So things seem to be moving, turning in good fortune. It's the accessible card. Your underlying energy I do have is the Nine of Pentacles. So right now, the Nine of Pentacles is about an individual who is in their garden. This is their creation. They got here through hard work, through having to, do what was needed. This is like the manifestation from the Eight of Pentacles, where we're focused, we're working hard, learning our skills and goals to get to where we are. So this card here is the next one in line, which is we have done all that. We have been focused. We have worked hard. We have earned, that financial independence, that security, that good fortune. So it very well may be that focusing on that wheel of fortune and sticking to one or several, there is going to be a there's that potential, that limitless possibility. So if he does, I'm trying not to get into his energy, but if the work is done, which for in this case would be the resume, making follow-up calls, making sure that interviews are met, making sure all those things that go into finding a job, all those things together can turn that wheel and bring good fortune his way. And then the card I got for your crystal is kunzite, and it's connected. The keyword is children, and you're asking about your son. So looking at the energy, this is third eye and heart chakras. So again, the heart, the third eye, this is learning how to connect and learning how to manifest. I don't know if the whole family, if everyone understands about manifestation, doing energy work in accordance with the physical adulty stuff that we have to do. But no, it looks like this can go in a very good favor. Again, that Seven of Cups, that limitless possibility may mean that if this job doesn't go through, there could very well be other opportunities coming, and just needing to get square down, do the work that's needed. And I do see that I feel that with this card here, it's representing that this can be very well achieved, that financial independence, success. And yeah, so that's what I have for you, Sahita. Thank you for letting me read for you. Put that there. Let me put this card back here so I don't mix them up. And let me take a quick sip. Oh, I'm probably so behind. Mike and the Mechanics already. Thank you. All I need is a miracle. Let's see. The Mega Deck. There you go. Not the Mega Death, but the Mega Deck. Yeah, he's retiring too. Dave Mustaine. We did that once with Monopoly, classic and Star Wars versions. Oh, how fun. Tap out. Oh, good night, Nancy. Thank you for popping in and hanging out, my dear. Alrighty, yes, beautiful. Okay, so the answer was yes. Okay. People are like, what is going on? You have to stay tuned. You have to subscribe, find out. Let's see. He's working too, but wanted to work. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Let me know how it goes. Gracias. And Viviani is here. Hi, Viviani. How are you, my dear? And let's see. All right. So I think that was my last question. I just had those two. So if anybody else has a question or just wants a general, let me know. I am here. So, yes. Lots of songs with magic. Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? Oh, and I think my favorite one with magic in it has to be the Police. Every little thing she does is magic. And Janet Lee is here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. If you want to see a funny video, and this is Lexi having a lot of fun. Her snarkiness, I love it, talking about chunky decks, tiny hand. I mean, it's a hysterical video. I absolutely love it. Gypsy. You got it, girl. So I'm going to take another sip of my cold, but I still got my cocoa magus. He's probably gone now. Oh, okay. Gypsy, let me jump up here a little bit. So, Janet, and then I'll go ahead and I'll get you, Gypsy. Let's see. So, yeah, let's bring Coletta on for another one. So, I combined her not mystical shaman, her shaman stream and her energy of the, Oracle of the Seven Energies. Whoa, nope, we can't have that many. Sorry, Patricia. Oh, you're still here? Magus, let me know if I can ever pull a card for you, even if it's just one. Betcha it would be a beautiful, beautiful card. Okay. Let's go with When Women Had Wings for you. Whoa, okay. You going to jump? No. Okay. Four of Swords is your favorite. Yeah, that's right. Ooh, Patricia. Oh, okay. Oh, that poor kitty. I keep hearing that poor kitty saying, "Let me in, Mom, let me in." Oh, okay. I love this book. And a beautiful book to go along with the deck. Oh my gosh, Magus, I kid you not. I went to go open the book to start looking for the page for one of these cards. And Magus, look what I opened up to. The Four of Swords. Like it's magic. All right, so we're in the right suit. I just want to take a look at something here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me get my pendulum for a second. I want to check out one of these cards. Love it. Yeah. You can't make the stuff up, right? Okay. This Knight of Swords. That's what I thought. Okay. So, Patricia, your oracle card is the Wall. Obstacles. And how many of us just started hearing all in all is just another brick in the wall? So, let's kind of think of it that way, my dear. You might be hitting a wall. There might be obstacles in your way, but a wall can be disassembled. There can be light that comes through. We just got to start, picking away at those bricks and knowing that we have the strength and resiliency to be able to do so. Now, your top card is tangible energy. There seems like there's some upheaval going on right now in life, whether for this, well, this is the tangible. So this is making me feel like this is something that's current or just really recent past, that you experience a tower moment where things kind of fell apart, like the wall. It's time to bring down the wall, bring down the tower, and brick by brick, let's start rebuilding that new tower, a new foundation, a brand new start. I'm going to go to your underlying energy card next, and it's a Three of Swords. So this tower that that's tower moment that you had, it caused a lot of grief, a lot of sadness, a lot of heartbreak. So much love to you, my dear. Now, your middle card, your significator I got was the Knight of Swords. And this card is you, my dear. And I love this. It says here, feeling propelled to take action and be assertive. So what that is, you're tearing down a wall. There you go. So you are being, despite the heartache, despite everything else, you are being fearless. You are going in. you are doing the work. And I want to see what else, because I love how they add additional things on this. Can indicate a person on a mission. And there you go, my dear. You are on a mission to rebuild brick by brick that tower and to make it as strong and beautiful as ever. This is going to be by your design and your design alone. Let me see what else, anything I can bring out here. It talks about impulsivity and rashness, but for me, this is about being assertive. And it's you're picking up the pieces and you are moving forward and daring to believe again, daring to rebuild and have faith in that. Um, and I love your, let me set this here. I love your crystal card. It's connected to the sign of Pallas. I believe it's a star system. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But it's also an ammonite. And the key word, my dear, is trust. So have trust, have faith that everything that you've went through is you're going to come out stronger on the other side. And let's take a look here in the book for that. That's number 31. And I love how they color that ammonite into, and it was also beautiful. It looks like they use also one of those betta fishes for the fins. And we also have these beautiful pearls. And so yes, Pallas, I believe, is a star system or a certain star. So let's get to it on that one. Let's find out. We can all learn that tonight. So it's about instinct, which just was said in here, following your instinct, being assertive, development, wisdom. It's perfect. Trust is a muscle you must continually exercise. Your subconscious mind may at times hold you back from attaining something you deeply want or a goal you've had your sights on accomplishing, which could be because you're ruminating on self-limiting or conflicting beliefs instead of trusting your instincts and intuition. So if there's any sort of hesitancy, working through that, working through, getting rid of those, with the swords, those can be, cutting through those self-limiting thoughts, beliefs about yourself, about the future and future endeavors. And it says here to trust the universe. I'm trying to see where so be receptive and enable the asteroid. So Pallas is an asteroid, which was named after the goddess Pallas Athena. And Athena is the warrior. She's seen with a sword. So again, you can't make this up. So Athena, get in touch with your inner Athena, my dear. Grab that sword. You are in control. And it says here, do not overthink. And it says here, Pallas Athena brings you the energy of skill, wisdom, and courage. It's a beautiful combination of feminine energy intertwined with masculine strategic intelligence and allows your intuitive and creative aspects to rise to the surface. Wow. Hey, Jonathan. I got to get back in touch with you, Jonathan, about something after the show. So ammonite is an ancient fossil. So Jonathan, I pulled out two of my crystal decks. Isn't that pretty? Is a spiral shell containing ancient knowledge of Earth. Its structure is symbolic in numerology of the number 9 and carries along the vibrational frequencies of this number. Let's see. Ammonite pushes your spiritual growth and development along by offering insight that allows you to see the entire picture so you can sit in a space in which you can truly tap into your intuition and use your trust in the universe. And it also offers karmic redemption. So this whole tower may have very well been something that had to be worked possibly through a karma. This relation, I'm seeing with the Three of Swords, this could very well have been a very close relationship of some kind. But the good thing is, towers can be rebuilt. That's what you're saying that you're doing. You got that sword and shield. And the affirmation for this, Patricia, for the palace, the trust card, My address equals a 9. Very cool. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. I trust in the universe to provide me with what I need, and I accept that it will happen when it's meant to. Just like they say in The Lord of the Rings, a wizard arrives precisely when he's meant to. So, alrighty. How are you doing, Jonathan? Aloha. Aloha. So, let's see. Ooh, I've lost a few people. Let's see. Next is Gypsy JJ. All right, I'm going to take another sip of my cold cocoa. More like chocolate milk now. Chocolate milk is still good. All right, let me get these cards back into their decks. All righty. So, Gypsy. Get a message for Gypsy. I agree, Magus. I have the best chatters. I really do. Alrighty, so let's grab from the mannerist. So for Irene. Not Irene. Sorry, JJ. And you see your gypsy. Ooh, that Wheel of Fortune card likes coming out tonight. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let me put that book back over here. So, Gypsy, you got Feeling the World card. And for me, this is somebody who is very empathic. They tend to feel very deeply what others are feeling, especially when it says feeling the world. Not only our own little world, our own, piece of the world or place in the world, but in the world in general, feeling the energy, connecting with it. And I love too in this that there's like this beautiful like Reiki energy coming out of her hands, like you're wanting to. I know this is a lot of us wanting to heal the earth. So much stuff is going on between weather and racism and just a lot of unrest right now. And this card is telling me that you're one that feels that very deeply. And I can understand that. You are a musician. A lot of creatives, sometimes we tend to feel things most deeply because we're in touch with our intuition, our emotions, whether we're writing music, playing our instruments, creating our paintings, doing our art. Creativity is really something that is expressed from the emotions and the intuitions. And for me, this is, you really feeling what's going on in the world and doing your part to be able to heal it, including your own, corner of the world. So your top card right now is the Five of Swords. So this is the tangible energy right now. So this is either recent past or present energy that you're feeling. And the Five of Swords is those battles. This is the one is it worth fighting? This is the card where we may be bullied or we feel like we got to bully someone to try to get our point across. It's, it's painful. Words can be said, actions can be taken. Thoughts that we have. So this is the card that makes us kind of take a look at, is it really worth the fight? Do we really want to get into that battle? Do we really want to take up that sword for a particular argument or thing or whatever. Um, and with feeling the world right now, I'm pretty sure a lot of us wish we could pick up a sword in some way. But this is about acknowledging, choosing our battles wisely, and making sure that the ones that we do, they're from a place where we truly understand where it's coming from, that there is some sort of legitimate foundation or belief or things that, this needs to be done. But with this card here, this is more acknowledging having to really not being drawn into a drama or into a fight. And again, picking our battles wisely. Now, your significator in the middle, your card is the Four of Pentacles. And this is the card about hoarding. This could be at this time wanting to, and sometimes hoarding isn't always bad. Sometimes we have to hoard our money, our resources, so that, we can survive. This could very well be with the fight. So it could very well be an issue, maybe a fight or an argument or battle over finances or things that um, in our everyday lives. Those pentacles can do with health. It could do with wealth. It can do different aspects of our sense of security, our stability. Um, you know, so again, it's sitting here and just kind of looking up, and I mean, this is a beautiful card. And I think it's also acknowledging that there is a sense of gratitude. His eyes, his hands, they're full of coins, and he's looking up and could be asking for more, or could be looking up, being grateful for what they do have, and trying to figure out, what do I hold on to? What can I do? What can I give? Now, your underlying energy is the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is turning. Um, in this case, with finances and the swords, with being battling this underlying energy that you may or may not be aware of, it's turning. We're looking at, hopefully, that this is going to be a positive turn, um, and that things will be looking up as time goes on here. Your crystal card is calcite. I absolutely love calcite. If anybody can, go to their local crystal shop, it's supposed to be an inexpensive stone. You have honey, you have blue, you have red, you have orange. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. But calcite here is about calmness. So this is a time to be calm. Kind of like him, being contemplative, staying calm, again, not being pulled into other people's battles, um, or having someone push you into a personal inner battle of your own. Um, that Four of Pentacles, really just holding on. You know what? I want to draw another card, Gypsy, for that. Because I don't want to say there's. I want to say, because we all know there's pros and cons of a card. It just feels like you feel like you're being you're being played into a position where you have to hoard your resources. You have to hold things to you, that or you feel like that you have to desperately cling to source resources right now. And again, two pentacles can also do with health. And I mean, it affects us on all levels. See, Four of Pentacles, and then I get the Four of Cups to go along with that. So right now we're in A4, where it's time to kind of take a step back, look at our finances. The Four of Cups is, about a lack of motivation, um, a sense of boredom, just feeling apathy, like not being connected. Almost is like that feeling of just being emotionally drained. So it feels like right now on an emotional level, on a abundance physical level, there are, um, there's like it's like at a stasis right now, because Four of Swords is about respite, taking a break, taking a rest. With the Four of Cups, it's you those other cups have been drank out of emotionally. They're not there, and you're just not ready yet for that additional one, or there's just one left. But again, I still like that Wheel of Fortune, my dear. Things are turning. If you can find yourself a piece of calcite somewhere, in times when you might feel like and again, entertainment purposes only, YouTube. I am not a doctor. Um, Always go seek professional help. But there are moments when you start to feel that anxiety or you feel that upset. Having the stone can also be a wonderful tool to be able to hold on to, and to remember, deep breathing and remembering to remain calm during certain situations. So that's what I have for you, JJ. I hope that helps, sweetheart. And hello, Richleen. How are you? Ooh, what stone did you pick for the top of your staff, Jonathan? Jonathan has, I think, more couple of staffs, doesn't he? I would love. Oh, here we go. Oh, Jonathan is amazing. People go to his Etsy store, um, and if you use Aloha, you get 30% off on your purchase. He makes beautiful crystal grids that you can wear. They're personalized, so be sure to check out his Etsy shop. The staff is a solid piece of oak with a pentacle on the top, but I haven't added any crystals to it yet. I'm hoping for a Herkimer diamond that fits in the center of the star. It's an open star. Oh, Jonathan, that sounds beautiful. One staff, many wands. Oh, Gypsy, thank you guys. Oh. Yeah, that sounds really nice. Beautiful. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Let me back up. I'm ready to pick up my wizard staff. There we go. Well, I hope Francine feels better soon. Lots of healing energy to her. Let's see. I'm just looking to see if I missed any. Jonathan, sending healing. Oh, Jonathan, what did you do? I leave you alone for 1 second, and let's see. I'm okay, but pulled right back trying a fancy move during my workout. Yeah, Mr. America. Jonathan's going to train for Mr. America, right? But I admire Jonathan's motivation and determination. I could use some of that. Oh, kettlebell swing with 2 kettlebells is very, yes. Because I think with the kettlebells, you really have to just use one so that you have control of your core center while you're swinging them, so that, but yeah, I'm sure a nice good soak and a nice rub down from hubby, and you'll be feeling better. Ooh, I need another sip. But I'm going to take some from my water. So, readings are still open if anybody else would like one. And let's see, do we have here? Yes. Jonathan's link tree takes you to his Etsy store, his channel, I believe your Instagram, and a couple of other ones. So thank you, Miss Jax. And thank you. Thanks, Sassy Boo. I appreciate that. So for the new people coming in, I hope you are going to have I hope you all had a great week and have a good weekend planned ahead. Michelle, much love to give to Jonathan, and little Rosie. Give her a little scritch on the head for me. Like I used to tell Allison, give Scout a little scritch on the head from Auntie Heather. But me. So I'm assuming it's just a general. Anything specific, Jax, you want me to focus on? So I know you got a lot of was it irons in the what do they call it, in the cauldron? No, irons in the where the smiths put their swords. I must not have been a smith in the past life because I can't even tell me anything. Oh, I'm twitching right now. Oh, sweetheart. If everybody can please send my girl, some healing energy and support. A lot of people don't realize, but Jax is going through some freaking shit right now. Excuse my language, but the stuff that she shares with me with what she's going through physically, she don't show it in chat, but she could really use healing energy for all my Reiki peeps, also for long distance. I would so greatly appreciate it. Jax really is in rough shape. And I really appreciate, yeah, you juggle, girl, but you know, lots of energy to help her get through this. Love healing. Um, let's see, my neighbor has a massage chair. It was nice. Oh, and the link also is for his Hawaiian Lenormand. Yeah, people don't make anything from make playing cards. That's what Kristen Louise told me. That's why if I ever get to go around doing mine, it'll be a print on demand through me. We pray for, just say the word, Jax. Let the healing come in. Alrighty, so girl, let's see what we got here. I'm going to say, can I have cards for some positive news, positive reading, positive energy reading for Jax? Because a lot of times, girl, we get the same icky cards for the cards for the icky energy. Whoop. Nice, I like that one. And let's pull from the When Women Had Wings. Or 1,000, yeah. So for Jax. Jax, we got the Rohan lighter night with us tonight. I like that. That's good juju. We ride at dawn. Okay, girl. I don't have the book for this anymore, do I? Oh, yes, I think I do. Hold on a second. Don't want to knock. Because when I left, there were things that I couldn't keep, things I had to give away, and I'm missing certain books. But let's see if this belongs in this deck here. I believe it. Yep. Okay, so Jax, you got Beyond the Ordinary. And girl, you are way beyond the ordinary. Look at that beautiful card. You have the energy of the universe. I see feathers. I feel very much like a guide. This is a guide coming to you and reminding you that you are of the universe. You are of magic and that it's within you and he's there. So it begins, the King of Rohan. So Jonathan, I combined two decks. They're two collect and read decks. One is the Shaman Stream, and then the other one is the Oracle of the Seven Energies. I did a Hershey and just went, screw it, they're the same, similar, and I just put them all together in one deck. So let's see here. What jumps out at me for you with this one? No matter how hard you try to understand why something happened or how or when it will happen. Now is the time to surrender to not knowing. The mystery is a mystery because it is at present unknowable and as yet unmade. Even its potential is impossible to understand. What is waiting for you lies beyond the ordinary, but it has not yet chosen its shape, its path, and the manner by which it will be delivered. Your job is to stay the course, allowing whatever comes to be exactly as it will without trying to ascertain anything in advance. Well, that can sometimes be really hard. I mean, come on. Um, but yet, it holds truth. The awareness that everything is as it should be, even if it doesn't make sense. Yeah, the way things are right now, especially in this world, this makes no sense to me. But for your reading, it does. That's beautiful. And I feel like this is a guide acknowledging that they are at your side, my dear. Um, yeah, I see a feather, like a feather fan, a shawl. Um, Jax, if you look closely, I'm going to grab my pendulum. Hold on a second. I think you'll see what I mean in a second here. Okay, so Jax, now you've shared before, and please remind me some of your heritage. You do have Asian descent, correct? Something with Indonesia, China, right? Like a Mongolian. And I'm going to wait to see your response. CBR, collect, bear, and read. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's right. You told me the story about Colette. Yeah. But I still have a couple of decks that I like to pull out every now and then. So, Jax, if you could just type a Y, even a Y, I know it's probably hard to type. Um, because you were mentioning in a conversation this past week about, I think it was Chinese, Korean, or something, a part of your family. I'm going to go with it anyways here. So I'm going to show you this picture. And I asked the pendulum because I said it was this a spirit guide. These are Asian Chinese. Girl, look at his face. There is Asian descent. Yeah, descent. Asian uh, descent in the card. Sorry, I couldn't think of my words. But look at this is one of your ancestors, my dear. Look at his face. And I even asked my pendulum. So this is one of your ancestors looking over you, my dear. They are with you through this. Now, your top card, Ace of Cups. And this is the cup about overflowing emotions. And yes, I'm sure I'm in going through what there are a lot of emotions, but I asked for a positive reading for you. And so it's acknowledging that you are staying positive, that you still find, even though you're in a lot of pain right now, you still find a lot of joy and pleasure when you can in life with your kids, with your family. You told me that you absolutely love to cook, and that's where the love comes into with the food. The cups are about love and emotions. Um, so keep expressing even the heavy emotions. Keep expressing those. Um, don't repress them. But it's an acknowledgement that you're not one to hold emotions back. Well, there's certain ones when you do, especially when you talk about that one other individual. But I love this. Kind of see this too as your cup overfilleth with a lot of love and healing energy too from us here in the community. See, everyone's sending love to you and everything. So just imagine your cup just flowing over. And you can do that too by just bringing that light. And I love how I'm just going to jump really quick to your crystal card because you got selenite, which is peace. And it's the crown chakra. And see, right above there. So imagining that energy just opening up your chakras after you get grounded and you're in a good spot, you're in a peaceful place, and just allow all this healing light and love just to flow through you, and just know that it's going to go exactly where it needs to for your highest good and for your highest benefit of all. So mote it be. There you go, my dear. Now your rest of your cards, your middle card is the Nine of Pentacles. And that's to me, this is you. You this is your home, this is your garden. You have worked so hard to get where you are, despite the physical problems, things from your past, what you're doing right now, helping, your kids, um, your home, your family, everything that you have, you've earned and you've worked for yourself, my dear. No one had to give that to you. You busted your ass, and this is your garden, and nobody comes into that garden unless they damn well deserve it and earn it. Okay. You wear a selenite bracelet. Nice. And so your underlying energy, Rohan, we ride at dawn. Every time I mean, you can't not see the riders of Rohan. You got the Knight of Cups. And so, again, feel this love of this energy. You know, the Knight of Cups, these are people that wear their emotions on their sleeves. They're very loving, they're very giving. There are no negative cards around it to insinuate that there's anything that's emotionally manipulative or anything. This is all like your energy combined with those in your circle that love you. It's, having, I'm going to open up the book, When Women Had Wings, because I love what she writes about the cards. And it's such a thick book. So, okay, Knight of Cups. The riders at Rohan are romance. Well, take a look at the one guy. Oh my God, I can't think of his name. The blonde hair, Eowyn's brother. Woo. Anyway, romance, charm, imagination, thriving on beauty, music, poetry, and philosophy, loyalty with heart and soul. A promising proposal. So this may be things that you have been working on, not just health wise, but other things. So looks like there's something that's going to be coming through, some sort of promising proposal. This could very well be with doctors, legal matters, things of that kind that we've talked about. This is the proverbial knight on a romantic quest. But this could also be a quest into ourselves, into our place of self love and our emotions and our intuition and our creativity. And it says, can indicate a creative, considerate man in touch with his feminine side. But we all know, well, that might be one of your kids as well. So, yeah, I love that, Jax. And I love you, sweetheart. I really do. I wish you the best. And thank you, everybody, for all the healing energy being sent to my girl. I appreciate that. All righty. Okay. I got, did you really? I got oops, that's not the one I meant. Still haven't watched the movies. That's how I tried reading them and I just couldn't do it back in the day. So I love the movies. Let me just, hold on a second. Let me back it all the way up. Back it up, back it up. Oh, that's why it looks familiar. It's a multi-dimensional dumpster fire. See, I mean, even in the midst of everything, you got that humor. I mean, true, it's getting easier. The unknown used to bother me way more. Oh, me too. Yeah, it makes me wonder. I mean, I wonder if her and Jenna, parted ways amicably, and she just wanted to start working with other authors and herself, which is understandable because she did like 9 decks with Colette. So there's the Asian Chinese, awesome Southeast China. and German Polish. It's interesting. I love it. And yes, Jonathan says he has been to China. So is Nancy. They put a ton of energy in there. Oh, yes, they have into that cup, Michelle. They're always about feeding me. Yes, when I dated a Chinese American, well, it was more like a temporary little mini friend fling thing for a while. But I got to have real homemade Chinese food, and they always say, Heather, are you sure you had enough? Here, you want this? They always made sure that you did not leave their home hungry, that you were properly fed. Um, oh God, Eric's father's dumplings, his chicken ones. Oh my God, they were to die for. Um, my cousins want my uncle. So, oops, no, I don't want to delete the comment. What's this? Okay, they put a ton of energy into their infrastructure and middle class. I believe they are the next world superpower. Wow. You wear a selenite bracelet. What is this? I study acupuncture at the hospitals. Marco Polo's was like, it was awesome. Oh my goodness, Jonathan. And hello, Sybil. Sybil, you are Christina, right? I accidentally called Sahita Thankful your name, yeah, but Sybil, you're Christina. Hopefully I remember that correctly. Hello and welcome, my dear. Let's see. Oh, or is it Tina? Or someone said Tina. Oh, I am getting my names confused. So many new people. I apologize. Okay, there we go. I got an Arwen Even Star hair clip because I'm a nerd. No, I mean the necklaces they were selling stuff were beautiful. I wanted one of those Hearts of the Ocean from Titanic. That was gorgeous, especially the piece they made for the movie. Oh my God. I don't care in real life they were plastic or something. I mean, it was still beautiful. And we're talking about isn't how they're able to work in unison with each other. Individualism. Wow, a platform made out of bamboo. Amazing. Amazing. I hope to have some adventures in my life before I kick it. Oh, geez. Look at all that. Wow. Let's see what we got here, Christina. I hope I'm right. Is it Christina? Yes. And let's see, what time is it? It's 6:30. So I think this is going to be my last reading for the night. I created those in my old jewelry store. Oh, Diana's ring. Oh, that broke my. Well, it's about damn time, Tom. I've only been on what? We're changing your name to Late Ritual. But everyone knows this is an ongoing joke between Tom and I. Early Ritual, yeah, well, a little late. But alrighty, let's back it up. Back it up, back it up. Let's see. Well, we can look at the energy because I don't do anything predictive, but we'll look at the energy around you, see what's going on for 2026. I had a busy week. You had a busy time in New York City visiting with a certain someone and getting an amazing reading. I was envious. I was like, I want to see Tom, but now it's kind of delayed ritual. Oh, that's perfect. I love that. Oh, ding ding to Jonathan on that one. Okay, Christina, let's see what we get. You guys are fun. I enjoy hanging out with y'all. Michelle, I still want you to come on my channel, hang out with me. It's been a long time. Don't make Miss Tarot D jealous by letting her know. Oh, well, I actually, yes, Jonathan, I am. This Sunday, Lennon Smith is joining me. I haven't done a show with her since I did one with her and Karen on the old channel about a year or so ago. So yes, this Sunday at 7:00 Eastern, which makes that 4:00 here, which would make that 2 p.m. your time. Jonathan. Okay. Is this one of the... No, I don't have the book for that one anymore. Now that one is my cat. Yeah. Between donations and things. And I still haven't received any of my paintings from New York yet. The ladies have had them for quite some time. I'm starting to get nervous. I may not see them again. Alrighty, let's get out of that energy. Well, I swear, since we moved here, Mozzie has changed his behaviors, his vocal arrangement. We get sounds and squeaks and things out of him. What? Come here. Come say hi to everybody like you used to. Come on. Woo, well, come here. Come here. Mozzie. Mozzie. Cats. Boom, you're fast. Whoa, look at that. Okay, I like some of this. Oh my goodness, all court cards. Let's take a look here. So, Christina, is there somebody that you kind of maybe already have in mind? Well, let's get to the first thing, though. I got Falling Angel, which is spiritual narcolepsy, which is interesting how that came out for this reading. So spiritual narcolepsy can refer to a number of things. This is kind of like toxic positivity. Also, people. So I kind of see how this connects a little bit. So when we put out to the universe, I want to meet somebody, and then just not do anything. It's kind of like we have to kind of put work into it as well. And it's just not once saying, just universe give and then not do things to maybe bring in this this potential energy. Spiritual narcolepsy. This is kind of like a touchy subject. I've talked about this a few times before on the old channel, and this is just acknowledging that there can be. I'm just going to leave that alone for maybe a commentary piece or something. But falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy, just making sure that we don't fall into the mind frame or the spiritual frame, as I'm being redirected to say spiritual frame of mind, where I just asked once. It's kind of weird. We have to go out, we have to meet people, we have to do work for ourselves, making sure that, we are looking for a relationship that doesn't make us whole. We need to have a sense of being whole already. People can love us at any stage, but when we go out and look in hopes of finding somebody to fill those things within us that we have that we need to fill in for ourselves, if that makes sense. And so just kind of keeping in mind that um, when we attract, how we treat ourselves and how we think and feel of ourselves can very well affect the type of energy and people and possible relationships. Okay, you understand. I know that was kind of around the way, but I mean, sometimes it's good just to ask the universe and then leave it so that we're not constantly baiting, but just putting that energy out there that I am open and ready when it's my time for my highest good. You know what I mean? Just really, Heather's cat speaks human. Sometimes he can. So we're going to set that card aside now. I got the top card of Queen of Cups. And to me, this is telling me that you are very loving, you're very nurturing, you are very much emotionally there for everybody. Um, and you're going to want someone that's comparable, um, that will treat you as such, that will treat you as the queen that you are. You take what you think you deserve. And sometimes, Kristen, Louise, and I have talked about this privately, but sometimes some people are in a place where, they can't love themselves, but that doesn't mean people can't love them. So it's kind of watching how we word certain things. But yes, when we are able to, you know, love ourselves to the point where we know that there are things that we are not willing to, boundaries that we have, things that we are not willing to accept, that, I'm to be treated with love, all of dignity, compassion, all the good things that are supposed to be part of a healthy relationship, compatible relationship. And so this card is saying that to me, that you are very nurturing and kind. And I'm not seeing anything like too emotionally, because you know how some people are just so clingy and emotional, and others been there. I can raise my hand and say I've had that kind of um, personality at one time. Still kind of do, but just making sure that we're at a place in our life where this card's saying, sweetheart, that you have um, that beautiful emotional support and nurturing and kindness. Um, the main card is the Page of Wands, the middle card. And for me, the Page of Wands is about messages. Wands are about passion, creativity, inspiration. So this very well may be an energy of, basically looking at what it is that you want. Um, and with the wands, though, it's about that willpower, um, taking. It's all about limitless potential. So think of this as limitless potential for passion, creativity, um, inspiration. Um, and I'm going to end it there because I'm going to go to your next card, the underlying card. Let me get my pendulum really quick. I want to ask about this card. Oh, what is Tom doing? I see Tom with laughing faces. So Knight of this card, somebody that is coming into Christina's life. This is somebody already in her life that she knows. Okay, this is Christina. So Christina, underlying energy, which means some things that we may not be able to see. I did get the Knight of Cups. And so this could very well be somebody coming this year. The Knight of Cups. I don't see anything, none of the cards by it that would indicate that this would be, again, a person of, emotional manipulation, or moodiness, or emotional immaturity. This is somebody who is very open, very loving, very giving. And I like how it pairs with the top card of your Queen of Cups. So um, I'm going to And with your tarot cards there and your crystal, I got dioptase. And it's about direction and it's all about the heart chakra. And even the crystal's in the shape of a heart. So these colors are, colors that resonate within our heart chakra. And it's about direction. So the word direction, where do we go with this in this reading? Let's pull a card on that. What direction are we going in? Because it feels like you've already kind of put the energy out there, being open to it. I love that heart. I mean, the heart's in the shape of that green. Finding direction. Six of Swords. Let me see what's the underlying card for the Six of Swords. The High Priestess. So intuition. So it's interesting. Six of Swords, which is moving, to, leaving the past behind, moving across the waters to something better, to the other side. And it's what? It's about direction. They're moving forward, and your card is about direction. So we're going towards more heart related, being more connected to your heart, moving within your heart, sitting within your heart space. I'm just saying, sharing, sweetheart, what's coming to me. I hope, whether this resonates, I hope it does. And then your other card underlying is the High Priestess. So you have this wisdom, this knowledge, this inner knowing. So for me, it's follow your heart, follow the direction that it takes you. And the energy looks very positive, where that will follow you and lead you to, this energy. And again, this can represent a male and or could represent a female, whatever, there's no, it's not really gender specific. So that's what I have for you. I'm giving up on, updating my phone. Okay. I was like, dating? Wait a minute, you're married. Jonathan. So, yep, that's what I have for you, Christina. Thank you, my dear, for letting me read for you. And again, things can always change, to extent we do have free will. Ma'am. Okay. So we are, things can change. This is just the way the energy is right now. Things may change and some things may shift where the universe sees, or like, nope, this might be better, or, we have things in our hands that we can dictate and direct where our life goes and the decisions and the choices that we make. So you're welcome. Welcome very much. So, all righty, almost 2 hours. Woohoo! Goodness. Oh, sorry, everybody. The Six of Swords was my card for adopting a nomadic life. And boy, you guys sure did. Oh, that poor kitty's outside again. I thought he went inside. You know it, Michelle. Okay, I got to back it up here. Okay. Poetry, perhaps better late than never, Tom. Yeah, that works. Poetry show. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you. Lennon Smith, question meow. Oh my God, I thought that was a child, adorable. He and Michelle, he's been doing that at different times during the night while we're trying to sleep. He doesn't like that we're in bed sleeping, and he wants us out there in the living room. And there's some nights we don't get some good sleep. So I'm so out of the YouTube loop. If I hadn't hurt my back, I might not have been here now. Well, I'm sorry you hurt your back to be here, Tom. Not Tom, Jonathan. Sometimes I call Jonathan Tom. Sometimes I call Jonathan Gerald. He is very experienced. Yeah, Mozzie makes these weird, like, squeaky sounds now, too. So, and people, I was looking at my old videos that I had taken when I was traveling across country, when I was doing those live pop-ups to let everybody know when every hotel we stopped at. Oh, and everybody, I had a little bit of a video with my Ziva next to me, so I got to see my Ziva. And she stomps, like a skunk. And she's excited for something. Okay, I saw a no. I'm not sure what the no was. Um, I'm currently under a dog pile with a blind cat thrown in. Meow. Oh, we all love our fur babies. Oh my God, you got a dog that's 100 pounds. Yeah, I had a Great Dane once on my lap. My friend Nikki's dog before he had to be put down. Poor sweetheart. But yeah, he liked me and he would climb into my lap. And oh my God, that dog was heavy. Yep, Boston Terrier and Jack Russell and Dachshund. Oh my goodness. Oh, you take what you think you deserve. Yep. He's constantly saying, wow. You should do one of those videos. People love watching those videos where they make human sounds. I've been watching this Fable the Raven, and she's gotten used to being able to say "wah" or "hi," and he even sounds more human than a human. And Fable likes to say "wah," "hi," "hi," "hi." I just can't get over that. That's a bird saying that. Um, Tom, now I am imagining a blind cat walking around the house saying "wow" with Owen Wilson's voice. Owen will. I'm not sure if I get the connection with what, because I don't do a lot of movies. He also says his name. Meow. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love her fur babies. See, then I can't be that far off from reality. Yeah. No, that depends, doesn't it, Tom? And he's like, what is that supposed to mean? Oh, Jonathan, you hit the jackpot of hubbies. Yeah. Which one of us had a close friend that was a veterinarian. We did in Arizona for a while, but yeah. Tom is in the house. He sure is. Right, Michelle. Oh, so I'm catching up, and I think I am at. No, it's still going. Bye, Magus. Thank you for joining me. I didn't know you were. Thanks for hanging out the whole time, because I know that there are times I go into shows and I can't stay, once the readings really start to get going. I just, got other things to do. So I appreciate that you stayed. Thank you. I will hurt my back tonight. So this works. What? No, wait a minute. You got to a fender bender? Tom, the bad weather's not even here yet. Or is it with you? Dude, really, don't mess with that. If you need to go into the ER and take a look see. Catnip, what would that do? Oh, did I miss something with catnip? I just see the knights as people of action, just different types of action. Well, this guy's bringing a cup of whole nice yummy goodness, so I'll take that. Yeah, well, I can't have him doing that when I've got, neighbors upstairs. Unlike one of their kitties now doing this. Yeah, Tom, I'm serious, dude. You already got some back issues. Don't mess around with that. Get to the ER if you have to, just to be on the safe side. No damage. Okay. Well, still be on top of that. Hot Epsom salt bath. Let's see. Well, no, the kitty has a home. It's got a collar. I have two neighbors here that have black cats besides me. One likes to sit up on the balcony, and then this other lady adopted one whose name is, did I say Bugsy? Well, she calls him Stink Butt, but her name is Bugsy. And this has got to be one of their cats that either got out or they went out and they're not home yet. So I might go on a little bit and see what's what. I would have to name it Rob Zombie. More human. Oh my God, yeah. More human than a human. Yeah, he gives me the creeps, but I like a lot of this music. I married a carpenter. Our goal is to buy a home and turn it into a cat paradise. I love that. I totally love that. Oh, so we're still chatting. Oh, thank you, Maggie. You're probably gone by now, but thank you. I wish more people felt that way about me in our community, but we're not everybody's cup of tea, right? So I appreciate everybody that shows up, to my channel. In this case, ice is a good thing. Yes. And I am not going to the ER unless I know there is an issue. Okay. Are you sure your cat is not having another life? You mean the Ziva? I don't know. We do have, and so there's next door to us is another apartment complex, and there's a cat that's got long black hair. Doesn't really look like Ziva, but his name is Mushka. And I was coming home the one day from walking, and he was sitting right in front of my door. And for a second, it was like I saw Ziva. It was like Ziva was there waiting for me to come home. I miss her. I miss all our fur babies, but yeah, sometimes it takes me by surprise emotionally. Um, so I've been using a heat pad on and off during this live stream. Oh my goodness! So everyone's giving. Yep, I heard Tiger Balm is good. The ice storm just started here. Oh well, stay safe, my dear. No unnecessarily travel for everybody. No unnecessary travel. So I think I'm going to end it here. I'm going to go outside and see if this cat will come to me, so I can see what it says on its collar. It's got to be her cat upstairs or the one next door. So we'll see what we can find out what's going on with baby. So, alrighty, everybody. Have a good rest of your night. Have a safe weekend. Stay home if you can. No unnecessarily travel. Keep the flashlights and the candles safely nearby. And lots of prayers and protections for half the country, with this weather. So thank you again. CBD lotion. Ooh, I bet you that felt good. Alrighty, so everybody, thank you again. I appreciate y'all, and have a good night. And